JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, female bartender shot dead in St. James. A woman who is said to be a national of the Dominican Republic and worked as a bartender in St. James was shot and killed while she was on the job Thursday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as Maria Isabel Valdez-Benz, 37, of Lilliput, St. James. According to reports, Valdez-Benz was at work at a bar in Lilliput about 5:30 p.m. when residents reportedly heard a loud scream, which was followed by a loud explosion. Valdez-Benz was found on the ground at the establishment with a bullet wound to the head. The police were summoned and she was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Valdez-Benz is said to have been living in Jamaica for the last 4 years and was employed at the bar where she was shot and killed for about 6 weeks. 3 men nabbed, firearm and ammo seized after auto store robbery in St. Ann. 3 men were arrested yesterday, and a firearm, several rounds of ammunition seized following a robbery at an auto store in Content Gardens, Ocharias in St. Ann. The police said that about 8:12 a.m., the complainant was at the store when she was approached by a man armed with a gun. The man reportedly robbed the establishment of $66,200, a cash till, and a CCTV camera, which he placed in a bag before leaving. An alarm was raised, and residents from the area led a search for the robber, who was identified as Lemar Henry, a former employee of the auto store. He was later held by a resident, and the bag with the stolen items was retrieved, and a Ruger 9mm pistol with 5 rounds of ammunition was found. Henry, however, managed to escape in a Nissan motor car. The police were called and the items were handed over to them. The investigations led lawmen to Exchange Main Road in St. Ann, where the Nissan motor car was intercepted and 2 men aboard arrested. The vehicle was also seized. Further investigations led lawmen to the arrest of a 3rd suspect. The police are now in search of Henry and are appealing to anyone who may know his whereabouts to contact the Ocharias Police at 876-974-2469, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. 21 people arrested for not wearing masks, 5 for illegal gambling. 21 people were on Thursday arrested for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, while 5 men were arrested for illegal gaming during a special operation in Clarendon. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. According to the police, between the hours of 1:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m., a joint police-military operation was conducted in several communities in the division. The police said during the operation, the individuals, including 2 women, were found to be in breach of the stipulation for wearing masks in public places and were taken into custody. 5 men who were engaged in illegal gaming activities were also arrested, the police said. Man arrested after gun and ammo found in knapsack. The police on Wednesday arrested and charged a St. James man after a gun and several rounds of ammunition were found in his home. Chino Newman, 22, of Montpelier District in the parish, has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Lawmen said that about 11 a.m., an operation was conducted at Newman's 2-bedroom apartment. During a search, a knapsack containing a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine affixed containing 6 9mm rounds was found. Newman was subsequently arrested and charged. However, his court date is being finalized. Police probing suspected suicide in St. Elizabeth. The police are probing a suspected case of suicide in St. Elizabeth. The deceased has been identified as 67-year-old Roy McClacken, a farmer of New Brunswick District. The police report that about 1 p.m. on Thursday, a relative went to visit McClacken and found him hanging by his neck from a cord that was tied to a tree in the yard. The police were called and the body was cut down and removed to the morgue after investigators processed the scene. The investigation continues. Unidentified body found on Slate Road in Kingston. The police are seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man found on an open lot on Slate Road, Kingston 5 earlier today. The police said the body is of dark complexion, about 6 feet or 182 centimeters long, clad in a grey t-shirt, a pair of grey jeans pants with a cornrow hairstyle. According to the police, about 6 a.m., residents stumbled upon the body and summoned the police. Lawmen said when they arrived, the body was seen with gunshot wounds. The scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue pending a post-mortem examination. Meanwhile, the Denham Town Police is asking anyone with information that can assist in its investigation to contact them at 876-922-6441, 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Teenager among 2 dead in McCookspen crash. A teenager is one of 2 men who died yesterday after a motorcycle collided with 2 other vehicles on the McCookspen Main Road, Spanish Town in St. Catherine. The cyclist has been identified as 17-year-old Javier Kinglock and the pillion as 25-year-old Andrew Ricketts, both of St. Catherine addresses. The police said that about 9:10 p.m., Javier was driving the motorcycle towards Spanish Town when he lost control and collided with a Toyota Coaster bus and a Toyota Succeed motor car. The police were called, and both Javier and Ricketts were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. The passengers of the Toyota Coaster bus and the Succeed motor car were not hurt. Plea for policing along Salt Pond and Lakespen roads following gun attack. A relative of a public transport operator is calling for increased policing along the Salt Pond and Lakespen roads in St. Catherine following an alleged early morning attack in the area. The operator received a bullet to the arm about 5 a.m. on Tuesday as he transported a passenger. He was treated in hospital and released, but is to undergo surgery at a later date. Him said the man been on the bush, and as him and him make 4, him drive off, the relative said, as the operator remained too perturbed to speak about the attack. The incident was reported to the police. We need to do something about this, the relative urged the authorities. He is the second transport operator to encounter a similar attack in the area. In the early hours of Monday morning, a taxi operator who was transporting a female passenger came under attack. A lone gunman emerged from bushes and shot at the vehicle. A bullet entered through the windscreen, but the taximan and the passenger escaped injury. St. Andrew man charged with murder. Detectives in the St. Andrew Central Division have arrested and charged 24-year-old Devon Campbell, otherwise called Chris, with murder and conspiracy to commit murder following an interview. Campbell was apprehended by the police on Tuesday. He is to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday, September 18. The charges stem from the April 2019 murder of 38-year-old Kevin Barrett, a plumber of Beaumont Road, Kingston 7. The police report Barrett was walking along the roadway when the accused and other men allegedly pounced upon him and shot him several times. Barrett was pronounced dead at the hospital. Campbell was subsequently arrested. PM names new slate of cabinet ministers. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has named a new slate of cabinet ministers. Holness announced yesterday evening that the following ministers and the Attorney General will be appointed. The cabinet ministers, other than those already sworn in, and the Attorney General will take the oath of allegiance and the oath of office during a ceremony at King's House on Sunday at 4 p.m. The swearing-in ceremony for ministers of state will be held on Monday at 3 p.m. at the same venue. Cabinet ministers: 1. Andrew Holness, Prime Minister, Defense, Economic Growth and Job Creation. 2. Dr. Horace Anthony Chang, Deputy Prime Minister and National Security. 3. Dr. Nigel Clark, Finance and the Public Service. 4. Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. 5. Dr. Christopher Tufton, Health and Wellness. 6. Desmond Mackenzie, Local Government and Rural Development. 7. Olivia Grange, Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. 8. Edmund Bartlett, Tourism. 9. Robert Montague, Transport and Mining. 10. Favour Williams, Education, Youth and Information. 11. Delroy Chuck, Justice. 12. Darrell Vance, Energy, Science and Technology. 13, Carl Samuda, Labor and Social Security. 14, Floyd Green, Agriculture and Fisheries. 15, Audley Shaw, Industry, Investment and Commerce. 16, Pernell Charles Jr., Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change. 17, Matthew Samuda, Senator and Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of National Security. 18, Everald Warmington, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. 19, Aubin Hill, Senator and Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. State Ministers: 1, Marcia Smith, Finance and Public Service. 2, Leslie Campbell, Senator and State Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. 3, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, Health and Wellness. 4, Homer Davis, Local Government and Rural Development. 5, Orlando Terrelong, Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. 6, J.C. Hutchinson, Transport and Mining. 7, Robert Morgan, Education, Youth and Information. 8, Xavier Main, Labor and Social Security. And 9, Dr. Norman Dunn, Industry, Investment and Commerce. Attorney General will be Marlene Malolu Fort. The appointments reflect the skill sets and experience needed to guide the country on an already established path of recovery and to deliver on the commitments made to the people of Jamaica during the 2020 general election campaign, a statement from the Office of the Prime Minister said. The Council of Ministers selected also gives the opportunity for youth and new thinking to emerge and have an impact on public policy. Notably, there have been some strategic changes to portfolio areas for a greater alignment with key priorities. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.